Let's see if we can grab RNG to be in our favor with Tess Maestra Rogue. Now, the idea behind this deck is inspired by the interaction between Maestra Mass Merchant and Tess Greymane. Maestra will turn your hero into a class that isn't Rogue, thus making it where, when you slam down Tess, all the Rogue cards you previously played, including herself, will be repeated. Thus meaning, if you used her after you slam something like a Shadow Step down, hopefully that Shadow Step will target the Tess Greymane since you're not running too many minions, and thus making it where you can repeat your Tess plays turn after turn, getting rid of your entire opponent's board with multiple snatch and grabs, and doing a little bit of ship damage each individual turn through the Chrono Daggers or Kingslayers that you'll also be using. Now, for the one guide, first thing you're going to be watching out for is going to be a combination of Raiding Party and Preparation. This will allow you to draw into your Kingslayers really quickly on turn 1 and a bunch of your pirates such as She Shell, which is actually pretty good to keep too, since this will allow you to easily discount the Maestra, so you can slam down the hero card usually on the turn after you slam down the Maestra herself, making it very easy to get the Tess Greymanes online quickly. Then you're going to be looking for any of the other draw power cards or early game removal tools. Now, with all of me said, let's look at some. Okay, DK. I'm assuming it's going to be Control. It could also be Frost, because I know more people are catching on to the Frost DK list. Part of me wants to keep Maestra, but I think getting rid of her is probably the smarter idea here. Replace one expensive card with another expensive card. That's okay. Tess in the opening isn't bad unless they have Dirty Rat. Then it could be a little. Okay, let's dig for treasure, getting the Maestra back that we don't really need yet, but it is what it is. This is such a cool combo. Maestra and Tess. I would love to see like maybe a little bit of additional support in the mini set. Well, I'm trying to think of like what exactly you would print for this deck to be a little bit better. I'm actually kind of amazed that we don't have a card that reads like reduce the cost of cards that didn't start in your deck by 1 for the rest of the game in Rogue. Actually, don't print that. If you're listening to me, do not print that card. I feel like that is a card that would be absolutely broken. I don't know like what exactly it would foretell, at least in Standard, but I think it would probably become a problem in particular. Ooh. And we can dig for treasure and then grab Kingslayer. Actually, let's grab Kingslayers because we can slam down Kingslayers, grab dig for treasure, and then we're probably getting the Dread Corsair as the last card. So, and then we can slam this down, and I'm just going to pass it for now. Because I want to keep, because we should get Grono no matter what, and depending on, I'm assuming this is the Frost DK list, yeah. I know the other Frost DK lists that aren't mine, people are running a bigger like Dragon package, which is kind of cool. There is another DK list that I do kind of want to do in the future. I don't know how soon it's going to be, truth be told. But, want here. Hagatha's not bad, actually. Uther could make for some funny plays. I'll keep that in mind for some of the later games in like testing. Because I think theoretically Uther to bounce back each of the hero power horsemen should theoretically work. I don't know if the hero power checks the horsemen that are on the board or does it through a cycle. So I don't know if that would actually work in the long run. We'll figure that out. If I get footage of that. But that's like the dream game stuff. But yeah, I still have a lot of ideas for DK right now. The main problem is we just did 2 DK lists. So I don't know if y'all would be interested in another, but I think we'll probably do at least one more DK. I want to do something with Dark Gifts, because I think Dark Gifts are actually like an underexplored DK list that could be a lot of fun. I mean, Soul Rest Ceremony is one of those cards that I could find a home for. I just haven't gotten to use it yet. I know someone requested Egg Quest DK. I will say this, I briefly tested Egg Quest DK. I think making Egg DK would be better suited for that. I think the quest just isn't needed, and it butters up like the Umbra Death Rattle, which is something that you don't really want to do. Just some insider knowledge of like maybe other decks I'm considering soonish. Okay, I feel like that's a waste of a Maladar, but that's okay. Okay. I'm going to slam down ours, get rid of, do a little bit of damage there. We can do Deja Vu to hopefully hit something good. Elise is funny, but I'm going to go with the Zilliax, because we're at 8 mana next turn too. Also, it serves as a good like bounce back too. And it also heals us. So. Also, looking at our hand, I do want to do something with Farseer Wu and the like self-damaging or the minion damaging shaman list, which may be the next video on the channel. Hopefully it's different enough for people to be interested in it compared to like what it could be, right? Perfect. We can snatch victory from our opponent's hands right about now. And hopefully the Shadow Step will bounce back Tess. If not, we have the web. Okay, Elise isn't bad. There we go. Don't want that back to my hand, but that's fine. Burning a few cards. Okay, Awakener of Souls. We can rewind. Let's keep this, and then we can send down Tess. Hopefully, this should be game, right? Action grab. There's the Tess of our minions. Then Shadow Step one of the. Oh, the She-Shell back. And Web of Deception, which burns the card. Deja Vu. Chrono Daggers. Or game. You want to keep preparation and digging for treasure. Or dig for treasure. I mean, that's a really nice top deck. I was gonna say we use dig for treasure, but like that's one of the best things that we could have got there. Okay, okay. Flashback's not bad. There's Maestra. I mean, that's hilarious as a top deck, but eh. I mean, if we force them to draw into the minion, they'd probably slam it down this turn, right? No, because they have a lease. Okay, what other legendaries does this deck run? That I'm trying to think. You know what? We're just gonna risk it for the biscuit. It never is in hand, but it's a little bit of board pressure. That's all we need to do, right? The next turn we can slam down Maestra. We also want to make sure, while theoretically Cariel is like really good, Cariel just doesn't work 90% of the time. Won't mind Shadow Step or just gonna wide? Because we don't really have any other minions for this to actually. Oh, interesting. Okay. There's O Manager. I did that wrong, but that's okay. We only have 15 cards left in deck. And a good chunk of those cards are going to be, well, 4 out of 5, or 4, it's like a 1/3 chance. That literally has nothing to steal. Good luck with that. Okay, Shadow Step. Perfect. Okay, Cariel is not what we want to see. This is funny, but I think it's Uther. The reason why I wanted 2 bounces is because maybe we could get, like, two classes worth of cards. Because honestly speaking, we could do this, right? See what we grab. And a win? And do I want to waste a snatch and grab on this? No. No, I do not. 1 mini isn't enough to waste that on. Weirdly enough, we could actually get all 4 horsemen, right? We'd have to use our bounces. That'd be such a dumb way to, like, start this stream, but it would be kind of cool. Do I go for the meme win like that? I'm this is going to be a really, really dumb way to do this, but it would be hilarious to do it. So we're going to try to do it. And I'm going to wait until I'm really curious of how this works. Because technically we only need 2 more bounces, right? And then it's just hero power one last time. Let's draw a card. Okay, is this going to be the same one as the last one? No, it's a different one. Okay. I have a really dumb game plan for this game. um, Okay, so we just need 2 more turns. If this does do what I think it does, we theoretically only need 2 turns. Because we have the snatch and grab that'll get rid of 2 other minions. Okay, game. Keep on testing my luck here, please. It is a different one each turn. This is so dumb if this ends up working. Why not bounce back all of the horsemen and just win the game? Oh, come on. Pass it back to us. What a good way to start the stream. I know I'm a little bit lower energy than normal, which actually isn't saying too much, but this is still funny. Well, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for game. What a weird way to win the first game. Okay, Hunter. Aggro is going to be a little bit sketchy for this deck, but should still be good, right? All right. Deja vu into, I guess, the coin? I'm assuming just Beast Hunter? Without the quest? Okay, let's... I mean, yeah, that works pretty well for us. We can grab Dread Corsair. Because we're probably going to draw the Corona here, but I guess not actually. Okay, coin into... Yeah, it just is Beast Hunter. There's a few, like, very... you know what's the funny thing? I also probably... I mean, that's really nice. I was going to say we should have probably used the Dread Corsair last turn, but it is what it is. Also, we could have slammed down the Corona and we would have... Because I don't think this is a deck that runs a lot of legendaries, so... Theoretically, there's only really one legendary that they could have in their hand. But I'm pretty sure we'll probably coin out Maestra next turn. Actually, let's do the Corona play. Yeah. I just had a sneaking suspicion. Might as well get that out of their hand quicker than later. Mother Duck. Okay, wait. I have an idea for a hunter list that is going to be hilariously bad, but it could be funny. I want to do something with Hemet Foam Hunter or Marksman before he rotates. None of these options are really good. We'll grab... Or Dawngrass, just... It's a cheap hero card to grab, you know? But I want to do something with the Hemet card, and I think there could be a fun, goofy, like, Imbue Hunter list. I don't think it's going to be great, but that's also something I'm looking for maybe doing this week, maybe next week. I'm trying to get through all the legendaries that I know are rotating soon that still had a plan for. Probably shouldn't rewind this, but I really do want to get rid of the 2-1. I mean... But yeah, there's a few legendaries that like I haven't gotten to rotating soon. I want to do a crewmate demon hunter list, but I think I will probably wait until the Yogg Gotcha comes out because I think the crewmate like hero skin so isn't that. And I like to do sometimes like thematic with different hero skins and such. Let's bounce this. Slam down Shell again. This should bounce back to our hand once more. And then we can use Snatch and Grab. Actually, let's Hero Power first. Then we use Snatch and Grab. That actually was perfect hits. Slam down the She-Shell. And then next turn we slam down Tess. Actually, we could draw off with Raiding Party. Why not? Just get them out of our deck for now. Because it's not going to matter too much with Tess. So. Okay. Slam down the Tess. Don't know if this is game this turn, but it should get pretty close depending on how lucky we get with the chrono charts. Okay, preparation. That's pretty nice. What random card did we get? AFK. Oh, man out after my own heart. I do have a weakness for making like really horrendous legendaries work. But yeah, Hammett is a legendary I want to do something with. I want to do something with Cure, but I don't know if that'll actually happen. That's like the legendary that's been on the list for the longest period of time, and every time I try anything with Cure, it doesn't have anything spectacular that can happen with Cure, which is why I just have kind of gave up. Hard to be told. Okay. Jungle... I think we just got game, right? Not bad. I expected this to go a lot worse than it did. Alright, now we're through the games. Let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So I ended up playing 20 games with the deck. Ended up with a 50% win rate, which is better than I expected. Maestra and Tess are cards that I wanted to revisit for quite a while now, especially since I haven't been able to find a home for Tess ever since she rotated back in. And Maestra is one of those cards that I always had fun with whenever I tried to come up with a deck using her, since there are a bunch of weird alternate win conditions that Rogue can easily access thanks to her battle cry. Overall, the games in this video were incredibly fun, and there were quite a few other games that just didn't make it into the final cut. Overall, if you're looking for a really fun deck to use these two cards before they probably both rotate, this is a great one for y'all to try out. However, if you don't have the cards already, do not craft the cards that are going to be rotating in a month or two. That's just a little bit of a waste of dust. But special thanks to our channel members of Daniel Nascimento and Ruben. And if you want to help out the channel a little bit more, you can always join one of the 3 membership tiers like they have. Or you can leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on the notification button, use the new hype button to also help the channel out. Until next time, bye-bye.